Hello, my name's Brian and welcome to Overland Calling. If you're just joining me on this great escape adventure, let me fill you in real quick. I take a long road trip once a year. I off-road, camp, and in general, just have a heck of an amazing time enjoying the great outdoors. Usually my videos show me exploring around on the weekends as I tour the country on this 3-month-long overland road trip. But I've got some crappy weather, and I wanted to give you a look at what life is like living on the trail during the week, while I still manage to hold down a 9-to-5 job. If you're thinking of taking trips and working from the road, hey, please let me know if you have any questions. I would love to help. All right, let's get rolling. We are in Moab. It is raining. I'm not going to be running any crazy trails. I'm going to try and find a place to camp. See, I don't know. I think this rain's going to last a while, but I'll see what it does. Anyway, I'm going to go to kind of a safe campsite I know of. It's basically a rock slab. It's going to take us a little work and a few trails to get there, but I don't know. Nothing too crazy. So let's do this. Famous last words, right? Going up, I know I got a steep incline. That's going to be the dicey part. Oh, and it's a shelf road, so if I slide off the side of a mountain, that'll be fun. All right, let's do this. Don't forget the cardinal rule. If you're in town and going off-roading, make sure you get gas first. All right, we are right off the highway and at a little pay parking area. Great place to air down. I didn't pay. I'm not parking long enough. Little camping spots and stuff like that, but it is right next to the road and it costs money. We're way too cheap for that. So we're going to be popping up a very popular trail called Gemini Bridges. We are not going to be doing a lot of filming. Definitely not much outside because, yeah, I got news for you. It's going to be all clouds. So we're going to go up in the clouds and hope we don't drive off the side of a mountain. Because, yeah, this is going to be the most dangerous part. So I've been on Gemini Bridges before. I know that it's a relatively tame trail. It's nothing crazy, at least it's not supposed to be. There shouldn't be any clay mud on it that I remember, so we shouldn't have any major mud to deal with. Lots of signs leading you there. Oh my gosh, I think the pavement's rougher than the dirt. Alright, we are aired down just a little bit. Just want a little bit of extra traction here. So I hope you like this view. The camera's not going to be sticking out my roof or anything on this one. This may be the weirdest episode that I've ever done. So this is going to be Gemini Bridges. And then we're going to a little camping spot that I know of. I think it's going to be pretty cool. And I think the trail there is going to be either hard pack or sand. So we can do both those in rainy weather. And then we're going to go get rained on together. So I hope you're ready for that, because I'm supposed to be in for a nice long section of rain. I did not disconnect my sway bars, so hopefully that's not going to kick my butt. But if I remember right, this trail is not that bad. We are going to head in here. Before I start this uphill, I'm going to throw it into 4-wheel drive because, yeah, I mean, you got it. Roads are slick. Why not? Gain a little altitude. Wow, the trail's a little rougher than I remember. Probably should have disconnected the sway bar. Oh well. Nothing like a good old shelf road. But it's actually pretty wide. just have to keep an eye out for oncoming traffic because, yeah, this is a pretty popular trail. Quite get to cloud level. The rain is picking up though. Well, let's see what's around this blind corner. Oh, yay, there's no one. I gotta admit, I thought about doing another night in the hotel. I really thought about it. But, end of the day, can't get too comfortable. I got my shower. So, I think we got a couple days of rain though. Do some rain camping. It's probably about time I wash the gear off. But hopefully we'll have a little sun. And, yeah, I'll be able to dry things out again. Because packing up in the rain is no fun at all. It's kind of cool though. It's a view you don't usually see, that's for sure. Moab in the clouds. Oh, I gotta make a call home. Do my nightly back to the family. See how they're doing. So, yeah. Why don't y'all listen to some music or something while I'm doing this? Because it's just a little creepy if you're listening in on my calls. Let's go see Bride Arch and the camping area. Yeah. Let's see what it's like here. Oh, portable toilets are required. No poo holes. Let's see if there's anybody camped back here. It's always been full every single time I've come by. Ooh. Oh, there are people back here. It looks like we're not gonna luck out. Even in this weather, people are camping. Is there anybody? Oh, yep, somebody in that one too. Man, cannot catch a break. And then one back up in there. Oh, that one's taken. It is definitely pretty up here. Bad news. We got no camping. That's alright though. I really wasn't expecting it anyway. Road's a little interesting though. A little off camber. It's all sand though. That's why I chose this trail. Huge amount of sand here. It's sandy. Then it's not muddy. I'll take it. On down the trail we go. Alrighty. I am not shocked at all that I struck out on that site. Never been by there, and saw that it had an empty spot. So, oh well, it's all right. I know a secret spot. Let's go check that one. Oh, we have made it. This is an oldie but a goodie. And we're camping on nice, non-muddy slick rock. Can't beat that. And not a bad little view. If the water gets going, we might have a waterfall coming through here. I'm going to set up camp before the rain really kicks in. Night comes and it gets as cold as all get out. See y'all in a little while. Welcome to a dreary Saturday morning. Some low-hanging clouds. Man. Kind of wondering if those are going to hit us. So, we're all set up here on the trail. Nice little hidden campsite. I love this sucker. It's in the 50s, so it's a little chilly. I would prefer sunny skies, but, you know, whatever. I'll take what I can get. I got the heater here, doing some testing, because it's in the 50s, and I don't want to be in the 50s. So I got it running into the awning. The awning's on a slope. Keep the water draining off of it. And got the back end. Haven't done any cooking. Oh, and it looks like the rain is going to start back up. Well, this is where I'm going to wait out the rains. Why did I pick this spot? Well, a couple reasons. It has cell phone reception, and I'm eating through Starlink data like it's candy on Halloween. Like, it's going pretty quick. I'm already over 100 gigs. This spot has cell phone reception, so I'm hoping to cut down on my data usage a little bit. But, man, is it nice and warm in here. Oh, this is nice. Got the heat routing in right there. Warming my toesies up. You can't beat that. Drying my shoes off. I have not set up the office yet. I got to do some editing, but not right now, I don't. Do need to clean up the awning area, get it presentable. So this is it. This is going to be a boring day at camp. I might get some work done. But, sorry. Told you this was going to be a weird episode. I'm actually not going to be doing a whole lot of off-roading and stuff like that. Welcome to dreary Moab. A break in the weather. yeah, nice healthy vegetables fried up in bacon grease. Well, crap. I forgot the cheese. Yeah. Oh well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Bon appetit. The restaurant likes us. They gave us a table with a view. Well, chores seem to be done for now. Everything's prepped for the storm. Feeling pretty good. I think it's time for some relax mode. Enjoy some of the sun. Check out the views. Now this is what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. I can't get enough of this view. I stared at this view for most of the day. We're just getting into the last rays of sunlight. This has been a good day. Not all that productive. I didn't end up really doing hardly any work, except on camp. I did get it weather ready. I'm expecting some wind and rain tonight. If anybody else is an awning user or an awning room user like I am, then maybe this will help out. Camped on pure rock. Ain't no tent stakes. But I've got my awning braced right here. If anybody's thinking of getting these like fold out awning designs, just so you know, that is the weak point. What happens is it'll push on this, or rain will build up on top here. It'll weight this down and it'll snap this rod here. I have actually had that happen before while I was sleeping in it. That was not a good day. I did not come up with this on my own. Actually, one of the viewers actually gave the idea to me. Little PVC fitting that's just cut so it can go underneath here. My poles have a little rod in them that goes up, holds it in place. This is just an awning pole. And then to keep that side force from pushing at it, I've just got it rigged to that rock there. In case the temps get down there, got my gas heater. Created a little impromptu water jug weight for this side. On this corner here, this was catching some heavy wind gusts and pulling my stuff in. So I actually tied that off over there to my front tire. Works amazing. Got a nice big rock there to hold it just in case some wind kicks up, although I expect most of the wind to come from that direction there. But wanted to hold this in. It's a nice pretty rock bag. This is something I came up with. I just cut out a trash can basically so that I can fit it up in here. When the water comes off, it's going to drip down here and then right into my water collection right here. Hopefully we'll get to see that in action. I am expecting rain. Got a couple rocks piled up, little rock tide. Most everything else is on the inside. Piled a bunch of heavy stuff up there, but the wind was actually coming in so hard that was moving. So I got it tied off now. And I got a bunch of stuff piled around over here on this side. A little bit of stuff piled there. Hopefully, have some footage of some nice rain collection, a little bit of storm action, show you how this thing weathers it. But we'll see. We'll see what Mother Nature's got in store for me. All right. Man, the wind is starting to pick up. Things are shaking. Now's when we find out if the work I did to get the awning ready for the wind is going to pay off. Crossed fingers. I don't know. I think she'll hold together. I've been in here in some pretty strong winds. But that's always fun. I was in a storm in North Carolina out on the Barrier Islands. Man, that sucker hit hard. I was up holding the walls from folding in on me. It was crazy. I don't think we got anything that crazy tonight. We shall see. Hopefully, start getting some rain. I need water. Rain has finally arrived. Wow. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how it went. Kick on a little light here. Open this bad boy up. Haha. Look at that. Still in one piece. We survived the storm. Ha-ha. Yes. That's looking a lot more interesting out there. So let's go greet the world. All right. Hello, world. Here I come. Oh, man. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. Every once in a while I get like a weird gust or something that, kind of shook me around and stuff like that. But for the most part, mostly it was hitting that hard side, which if you can position your vehicle to be facing the wind and keep that hard side of the tent toward the actual wind side, man, do it. That's going to make your life so much easier. I slept right through it. I mean, I woke up when it first happened. Lightning and thunder was getting me pretty good. And then I went right to sleep. I didn't give a damn because I wasn't getting shaken around and worried about my tent folding in on me. Too easy. All right, folks, I'm going to sit back, enjoy this view, drink more coffee, and just, in general, be thankful to be alive and enjoying the wonderful outdoors. All right, so for the very first time, I actually used my Sea to Summit. I forget what it is. It's like a camp sink or something like that. But I actually use it for water collection. I pour it into my lifesaver to filter it. The weather has finally picked up enough to let the outside in. So I love this time because you know what? What's the point of having $1 million view if it's hidden behind the curtains? There. That's better. Now, I will work from here today and the rest of the week. Well, at least part of the week. But the fact that that is my freaking office on the edge of a cliff, like, dude, how cool is that? Probably drive my work colleagues nuts, sending them pictures like, hey, this is my office for next week. Well, they sit in their spare bedrooms, but I'm also trying to entice them to get the hell out of their spare bedroom and get their butts out on the trail to enjoy this with me. It looks like we got more rain in the future tonight. Plenty of water. You guys are not going to believe this. Holy crap. So, I was checking my tent, and the awning seemed a little tight. And I just realized that it is packed with water. Apparently my straps that hold my top down were a little bit loose and basically kept the water in here. So we're going to drain the water out. All right, you ready, folks? And dump. Oh, man. And believe it or not, none of that water leaked in. We are all packed up and we're going to hit the road because I got to go into town and get food. I'm out of food, so let's go get our eat on. It's always kind of nice to have the excitement of going someplace new and unknown. So, bam, off we go like a turd of hurdles. I mean, a herd of turtles. Funny story, I've never actually been down the backside of Gemini Bridges, so I'm going to go check that out. I think that would be cool. And then I'm going to go into town, get some food. We'll play the Where the Heck is Brian Gonna Sleep game again. It's our favorite game. Let's do some trail. Ride the fin. How good am I? Oh, riding the fin, baby. Yeah. Gemini Bridges after Metal Masher. Dude, that's a lot of fun. I'm having a great time. I kind of wish I was making better time for some food, but you know, can't have everything. I have gum. Maybe that will help. I would have done more filming if I would have known that was the only hard spot in the trail. Pretty much between Metal Masher, like right around that area where the turnoff is. Y'all can get out there and see it for yourself. Now, I get to make good time and go get some food in Moab, resupply, maybe even find a place to sleep before it gets dark. Say it isn't so. Mineral Point, starting follow mode, Horse Thief Campground. We'll check it out. I think that's where most everybody's going to, is Horse Thief. We're only 10 miles away from Island in the Sky Visitor Center, Canyonlands. So here's Horse Thief Campground. Man, it is packed. Not looking too awful good. Man, I'm gonna have to remember, Horse Thief Campground has trash. And a lot of sites, but man, there's also a lot of people here. Let's take a look. All right, there we go. We got $25 a night. Access and interagency pass holders, $12.50. Can't beat that. Looks like the pay remote is not working, and it's pay by cash or check. And then, yeah, campsite rules, stuff like that. Generator rules, thankfully, and a bunch of hiking, all within easy access of the local festivities. Not bad at all. All right, well, we are following this van lifer out here. Pretty, not very protected, but it's pretty. It is far from the ideal spot. I mean, it looks beautiful here. I'll tell you right now, the road's like 20 feet that way. And there's lots of people looking for a place to camp. Matter of fact, there's somebody driving by right now. I guess we're gonna make this work. Nothing else. We are better off than the people that are driving down that road right now. Get home set up real quick. Then I think we're gonna hunker down in the tent and just chill there, watch some YouTube. Hopefully I got cell. If not, I'll eat up some Starlink data. It's gonna be a cold one, down in the 40s tonight, but oh well. Still, bad day on the trail, still better than most. And this isn't a bad day. Considering it's a Wednesday, I managed to pack up camp, get off the trail, go into Moab, have dinner, get water, get gas, get food. Shoot, Operation Resupply. Success. And I found a place to sleep before the sun went down. It's going to be chilly tonight, so I think I can, yeah, I'm a wimp anyway. I don't want to be cold at all. And I'm going to be laying up in the tent, getting nice and cozy. By the way, I stored most of the stuff in here. This is all my cords and stuff. And then I got my hose, but they were nice enough over at Sparks. Let me see where it is. They hooked me up with a hose extension. Yeah, baby. You know, it'd just be rude to hang out and not test this heater out. Oh, that poor guy, he didn't find camping. Now he's headed in the bad direction, back towards civilization. Anyway, so it'd just be rude not to test this heater out. So I used to have to like prop it up and I could just barely get it in there. Except guess what? I like to go into the tent from there. I'm not coordinated enough for that side window stuff. So they've got this bad boy, which, oh gosh, how does it work again? I think it connects in like this. And then this hose goes right on here. I may be wrong, but I didn't get instructions, so we're gonna go with this. We've got success. We've got it routed up, routed all the way in there. Heck yeah. All right, folks. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna call it quits and get some shut-eye. See you in the morning. Sorry, I've been awful at camp blogging, or camp vlogging, whatever the heck it's called. Apparently I suck at it. Yeah, I went to bed last night and I woke up super early and then I worked all day. And now work is done and I'm going to go do fun stuff. All right, you're pretty much caught up. We are about 10 miles away from Canyonlands Island in the Sky Visitor Center area. And I've never been to that side of the park. So that's what we're going to do today. The best thing about working on the road is shorter commutes. Let's go get it done. Well, I am glad I came. I gotta say though, kind of reminded of back when I was camping on top of that, I don't know, mesa, I guess is what it was. I think the view was pretty much just as good, and you know what? There wasn't anybody around. But, oh well. Paved road places, keep it accessible. I'll take my dirt roads. A little bit harder to come by. Justifies the added cost of a Jeep, because it sure ain't the fuel economy. I was looking down at those views and, you know, seeing the road. And man, I'll tell you what, I wish I was doing the White Rim Trail. I think I'm going to have to make a reservation for my next trip through. I know I don't like, you know, doing things by plan and stuff like that. I may just have to make an exception for that one. I did stop in the visitor center and they checked. Turns out there's nothing available till Tuesday and next Tuesday. And I got to be down the road by then. But, oh well, it was worth the shot. My clutch is in hobble mode, so we're gonna take it easy and try and make sure I make it home. Not gonna, you know, completely pavement princess this bad boy, but you know, got to be a little bit responsible. The plan is start making my way south, very, very slowly, want to go see Monument Valley, so that'll probably be my next stop. There's supposed to be some nice dispersed camping not too far from there, so I'm going to go check that out. I'm still working, so I got to find a place to settle before the sun goes down. It is pretty darn nice. Camping, 10 miles away from the park entrance. 5 o'clock rolls around and 3 o'clock Utah time. And yeah, I can go and truck it out, go see the park, and still have time to eat dinner at a reasonable hour. That is pretty darn cool. Huge bonus of working on the road. Mapping campsites for the win. Well, now I'm really glad that I marked the spot. But I thought I might need someplace close to the road that looked like people hardly ever went to. So, now it pays off. I'm still running the heater tonight, too. Power on. Door closed. And, all right, in the tent we go. I don't know if you can read that, but rocking a perfect 72 degrees. Man, it's going to be a good night sleeping again tonight. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you in the morning. Oh, man. Now that is a sunrise. Ooh, pretty. Well, a wonderful sunrise has turned into a pretty nice day. No complaints here. This was not an epic camp, but it was a good camp. Good place, time of need. Heck, the view's not bad at all. Plus, it is sheltered from the wind, which was super awesome. This is a neat little rock formation up here. I mean, that is pretty darn cool. I will take it. It's been a great place to work for a day. But now it's Friday. I'm gonna eat a quick bite and then start getting packed up, ready to hit the trail. Start my weekend. Because, yeah, you can't beat a good weekend. We got things to do, people to see. Well, I have 0 people to see. But I'll probably see some anyway. Nevertheless, I got lots of things to do. Haven't quite planned it yet. I'm just gonna grab a bite to eat. Start checking out the area and see what I want to go do today. So this area here has some pretty interesting stuff. Sorry, I'm not eating a big fancy meal. Just something 0 dishes. My favorite. Fresh watermelon. Can't beat that. Anyway. Right now I'm south of Moab, and I'm kind of looking to just explore around, check out the area, and eventually end up maybe in around the Monument Valley area. I think that's what it's called. I should probably look closer, but Valley of the Gods, Monument Valley, something like that. I'll look it up. Got to line in on some dispersed camping. I don't know how it's going to be on a weekend. I don't have super high hopes, but that is where I'm hoping to work for the week. But we still got, well, what's left of Friday, Saturday, and half a Sunday before I need to start looking for a place to live for the week. So, I don't know. I'm going to roll around here, see what I can find that's interesting, and hopefully not get myself into too much trouble. I hate to eat and run, but I'm going to finish, packing everything up, eating lunch, all that good stuff. And then I'm going to head out. So I will see you on the next episode. Until next time, enjoy the ride.